This is a video about Valley's 30th anniversary as a church. Now, most of the time these anniversary videos feel obligated to show cute photos of younger pastors and people in places that have long ago changed. In 30 years, a lot has changed. We have a lot fewer charter members. Our pastors have a lot more grandchildren. And if you came today expecting to sit on a pew, well, you might just be sitting on a chair. What has not changed is the ministry of Valley Baptist Church, and that really is our story. So imagine if 30 years ago, two local churches came together and completely failed. Well, that would have been the end of our little story, but instead we all know it worked. And that is the beginning of our story. Okie ingenuity, passion, and maybe even a little banjo. It's 1985 and Ginger Spradlin is sporting big hair and shoulder pads. Gas cost $1.09 a gallon as Michael Jordan is named the Rookie of the Year. The newly formed Valley Baptist Church is hosting, what else? Vacation Bible School. Yes to VBS at its Airport Drive location. Ministry is underway and the lives of people are changing. So put down your new Coke and watch as the church grows. Yep, we needed space and real fast. Pastor Roger is preaching 4 services on the 1-acre Airport Drive location by the beginning of the 1990s, and yet people are coming to know the Lord. Blessings are pouring in, land is found and purchased, people sacrifice, and before you know it, a new home is built on Fruitvale Avenue. Of course, growth followed, but what's really cool is the spiritual growth of people. Roger and Phil and our early leaders from day one knew that discipleship was key. So have you ever noticed how important Sunday school has always been around here? Boom! People get connections with others and a closer connection with God. That was happening. This is a spiritual match that ignited leaders and attracted new members. It caused a space problem too. Valley needed to build again and again and again and again. You get the idea. So folks sacrificed more, built a new sanctuary, reached a little deeper to build a children's building, and start a TV ministry. They sacrificed to establish a downtown ministry center, Eastside Center, and plant churches. Somehow that sacrifice doesn't seem so hard when people come to know God, when those lives are changed. Sacrifice came in a different form on March 15, 2004. A young lady was gunned down in Mosul, Iraq. Karen Watson learned to love Jesus right here at Valley Baptist. She wrote the words, "When God calls, there are no regrets. To suffer was expected. His glory is my reward." We all cried that day. We all mourned. But then something happened. Ministry. Valley had always sponsored mission trips, but after the death of Karen, a rocket engine ignited in the members at Valley. And not just to mission trips, but planning churches, reaching people groups, using media, and looking for new ways to get people closer to God. We got proof too. More than 7,300 people have been baptized here. Dozens of men and women have entered full-time service to God, and many hundreds have taken short-term mission trips to more than 25 different countries. And just last year, a new campus was added. We're pretty sure that 30 years ago, adding the Olive Drive campus to Valley Baptist never occurred to our pastors. So isn't God amazing? And that is the point of this whole little video. We've had an epic ride for the past 30 years. Who knew? So now what? Do we get comfortable and pat ourselves on the back? You gotta ask, is the work finished? What will the next 30 years bring? Well, that is our biggest challenge. God has given all of us a gift. We have a lot of fantastic people here, unbelievable facilities, and godly leadership. People still need Jesus. Our world is just a mess, and when you get right down to it, the Lord is what they need. There's no sugarcoating it. That is why your continued faithfulness is so important. We're talking about worship, life group attendance, serving someplace, and maybe sacrificing more. It's a funny thing, when you see lives changed, it makes you want to be a part of a changed life. So here we are celebrating 30 years of changing hairstyles and fashion. We dug out a few old photos and video and maybe provided a memory or two. The real celebration will be 30 years from now, or whenever we can stand before our Lord and hear, "Well done, Good and faithful servant.